Got it. I'll call you hello and welcome to the Taste of Music podcast with Matt and Louis from now on.
That's meta enough.
Yeah.
And it stars them.
Are we allowed to? We're allowed to use it. Fuck it. It's just a robot voice.
Yeah.
Worst comes, I'll just dub it over with Microsoft Sam.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Another week.
Another week, another album, some more food.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
How have you been this week?
I don't know. This week kind of just disappeared.
Yeah, it did go pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's been a weird one. Ever since lockdown started, it's just been... Like, I remember we uploaded the podcast and we were ready to, like, record some episodes in sort of, like, preparation to keep as a backup. And we just didn't do that.
I've been pretty busy at work.
Yeah, and I've been pretty busy at home.
Doing nothing.
But we're back. And this week we are covering Wolf Alice's... Is it their debut album?
No, I think it's their second album.
Ooh.
But yeah, Visions of a Life.
Ooh, great album.
Yeah, 2017 this one, September.
You actually know 29th? The date this time.
Yeah.
Holy
I looked it up
crap.
earlier. Yeah, I wrote it down.
Preparation.
Check if I actually remembered it right. Hell yeah, I did.
Sweet.
Nice.
Yeah.
And as usual, we'll be listening through and creating a dining experience around it.
Yeah, and this one won't
whatever
be
that might end up being.
This might not be as chaotic as last week.
Yeah, last week's got crazy. I listened back to it. It's like, oh, Jesus Christ, what were we on?
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
It was it was fun though. Holy shit.
It was a fun episode.
What a great episode.
I feel like this episode's going to be a little bit more serious just because it's, I don't know, not as crazy an album.
Well, it's not the Scissor Sisters, is it?
Yeah, a bit more complex.
Our planning session of this one was a bit more down to earth. So we've actually got food planned out for this one.
Yeah.
Not just
I was in a food mood.
A food mood.
A food mood. Still in a food mood.
Yeah.
Shall we get started?
Yeah, let's get started.
Yeah.
What's the first song, Louis?
Cook it off.
Should we cook it off?
Bring it back. Right, the first song is Heavenward.
Bruh. So, Heavenward.
I feel like we're right in there. There's no dilly-dallying today.
Yeah, there's no warm-up.
Straight in the restaurant.
Mm-hmm. Not in lockdown anymore.
I don't feel like we've been prepped for this. We're just suddenly there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm liking it though. It's quite ethereal.
Ethereal. I still think it's pronounced ethereal, but ethereal, yeah.
I don't know. It's ethereal. I'm just trying to think if I've ever actually you hear it. I don't know. You don't hear it said often. I guess.
Well, you hear the word ethereal more than ethereal, which
yeah. I don't know.
This isn't a linguistics podcast.
Yeah, I'm bad enough at speaking anyway.
The place is very pretty.
Can I get Google to say it?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Ethereal.
Are you listening through your headphones?
Yeah.
Oh,
it is ethereal.
Ethereal. The place is very ethereal, but we're not literally in the clouds, though, are we?
No, it's just like really atmospheric.
Mm-hmm.
Not quite dim. Maybe a bit smoky. There's a load of incense everywhere.
See, like
it's cloudy. You can't quite make out anyone's faces.
Yeah, it's like in my head, it's kind of like it's a restaurant that's like it's comfortably populated. There's a fair few people there, but like you're not really paying attention to them, and they're not paying attention to you.
I feel like I've just described like a opium den or something.
Not going back to drugs.
You walk in and everyone's just sat on cushions. Oh, can we be sat on a cushion with like a low table?
All right, yeah.
Actually, it's not. Wait, I feel this album. We're not here. We've got protagonist. We've got protagonist today.
Yeah.
We'll call her Alice.
Call her Alice.
After the artist Wolf Alice.
Yeah.
No one in the band is actually called Alice though. The singer's called Ellie.
Mm-hmm.
Roselle.
Which is good because it means that we're not stealing her likeness for our podcast.
Yeah. This is a make-believe character in a make-believe restaurant. It's make-believe food.
Yeah, but they're gonna have a good time by the looks of it.
Cushions are real though.
What's real?
The cushions.
Oh, the cushions are. Oh, they're super comfy.
It's all smoky from the incense.
I reckon it's like, as you say with smoky, I reckon like the ceiling isn't visible. Like it's the sort of...
I reckon it's quite a low ceiling.
Oh, you think? Okay.
Yeah, low ceiling.
Conflicting
Low
views.
ceiling, smoky. It's why everyone's on cushions, because
Oh.
if they're on chairs, they wouldn't have much head space.
Oh, the poor waiters. They're just walking
Yeah, we're in a
through
crawl
smoke.
space. No, they've just got really short waiters.
Because so the alternative is they all wear gas masks.
Children with gas masks, like that Doctor Who episode.
Oh, no. No. This isn't a horror fucking restaurant. Oh, my God.
Are you my customer? Ooh, maybe some vines. Some leafy stuff.
Yeah, see, I'm originally...
like, similar to the album artwork for this, I feel like there's lots of dark greens and kind of purpley hues to this restaurant.
Do you reckon there's like vines and like leaves and stuff sort of like coming out? Almost looks like it coming out of the walls. Like it's
They are
grown
the
in.
walls. You can't see any wall. It's just
green.
green. Yeah.
Solid leaf.
But like you put your hand up against it and you can't find the end to it. It's like a big hedge.
God, that'd be the worst restaurant to maintain in
And
the
you
summer.
like push through it and you fall into another dimension. It's like Alice in Wonderland.
We're literally just creating an Alice in Wonderland restaurant.
Oh, maybe
Oh,
when
no.
you come in, one of the little people hands you a bottle to drink and it shrinks you down like an Alice in Wonderland. So you can fit on the tiny cushions and eat the tiny food.
Are we actually going on the Alice in Wonderland route?
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Fuck it.
In
Fuck it.
this
Magical
ethereal.
restaurant. Yeah, the
ethereal.
ethereal
What was it?
ethereal.
Ethereal.
And we've got like, and we look around and we realise it's not just people sitting at tables. There's also bears and pigs.
There's got to be the rabbit.
There's the rabbit. No, the rabbit's
Mad Hatter.
the rabbit's
No, I
like the
don't
head
want the Mad
waiter.
Hatter there. He'll be annoying.
Oh, he would be very annoying. But like, fucking Sleepy Mole, who's also at the Hatter's table, he's like there. Maybe the
he's
Hatter's
chilling.
left already and he just forgot the sleepy one behind.
No, he's banned.
He's banned.
He's not allowed in. Unlike so he ruins the vibe.
I like the idea of there being a restaurant in the Wonderland where certain characters are completely fucking banned from. Just because they're too annoying. The Cheshire Cat's just sitting in a corner staring at you. Maybe that's the head chef, the Cheshire Cat.
Nah, I don't think he is. But I like the idea of him being in the corner.
The mascot.
Yeah, just kind of watching, smiling.
Maybe he's the one who just like kind of like welcomes you
He's
in.
the one producing all the clouds. He's looking after the incense.
This went weird fast.
Yeah, I don't know where this came from.
Our plan for this was actually really...
I'm liking it though.
Yeah, no, it's nothing too strange. It's just out there, I guess. But
I'm ready to move on.
yeah,
I'm set. I've got a good image in my head of where we're at.
So we're gonna be.
I mean, where Alice is at.
We're about
sat
to
at
be
a tiny
shown-
table.
Yeah, sat at our tiny table. Which brings us to the next song. There's not really a good pun you can do for this one.
Yuck foo. No.
I'd be impressed if you did, but
Well, you could exchange the two first letters, so it's fuck you, which is probably what the name is based off
actually,
of.
yeah, it's probably
So,
exactly what.
fuck you, Matt. Let's listen to Yuck foo.
Damn right. Well, that was a fucking change.
Yeah, it definitely was.
You go from fucking Heavenwood, which is just like fairly down to earth, to fucking that.
Yeah, this song is definitely like a fuck you. It feels like so violent and energetic,
Yeah. Very emotional.
which I'm happy about because we're getting a moose boost today.
Again? Oh,
Yeah, hell yeah.
spoiled today. Look at
Well, it's got to be something like sharp and spicy.
that. Gotta, match that sort of complete change in tone of the song itself.
Okay, so
Gone.
hear me out.
Yep, I'm listening.
I'm gonna start with a chunk of a pickle.
A chunk of a pickle. All right.
Not a whole pickle. A
Uh-huh.
whole pickle's too much for the moose boost.
Right.
And wrapped around that is a strip of what's the word? Pastrami. That's the one. I was thinking of all the different cured meats apart from the one I wanted. A slice of pastrami that's been has some nice spicy chili jam that's been like just spread over it, and then it's been wrapped around the pickle.
That just sounds so fucking gorgeous to me.
It's a tasty snack.
I mean, yeah. Okay, right. So in an amuse-bouche like that, would you just have one then?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just like a single nibble.
Yeah, it's to get you going.
To get you excited for the rest of the meal.
Get the hype up like this song does.
Yeah, but like the flavors are also so fucking like, you know?
Yeah, it's those two bold flavors of like the spicy pickle, chili
spicy
jam,
pickle.
and spicy pickle, the spicy chili jam, and the like really sharp pickled pickle. The pickle.
I mean,
it's a gherkin, isn't it? It's a pickled baby cucumber, but yeah, you know what I mean.
Pickled pickle isn't technically
So I feel
wrong.
like they're kind of fighting for the same like
they
top
would be,
dog
yeah.
spot,
But-
which I get from the vocals and the guitar in this. It's very much feels like a battle as to who wants to be in front and on the foreground.
Which also kind of matches what the song is about, you know? Like it's this song that just seems to be pretty much of a fuck you to whoever she's singing at, which is, you know, fighting to get your voice heard and to tell the other person that you're gonna do whatever the fuck you want, and that's kind of like the food.
I feel like this one's brought out by the chef. I don't know who the chef is, but he brings it out.
Yeah,
maybe he's just a regular dude, regular dude doing his regular job.
Hi, my
Just
name
at a
is
weird
Joe.
restaurant.
But like,
my name's Joseph.
he just kind of
I
appears from
made you a
nowhere.
moose bouche today because maybe we're in there. Well, Alice is in there on a quiet Monday or Tuesday night,
It's not super full, yeah.
and she's early, so there's barely anyone there. So the chef's a bit bored, you know, ready for the evening to get going. You know what? I'll make the first few customers an amuse bouche.
How lovely of him. What a nice chef.
What a nice guy.
What a nice fucking guy. I mean, makes me want to stay at a restaurant if they give me free food. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I'm more likely to come back.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
True. Audience retention.
Yeah.
Maybe we should give all of our listeners an amuse bouche whenever they listen to our podcast.
How?
Just like
Or
start
maybe we can do an audio amuse bouche.
an audio amuse bouche.
What would that be?
ASMR.
Or pick like a really short song from another unrelated album and do a small snippet of that at the start of the podcast. That's your amuse bouche.
But only for like the first like 100 listeners or something.
Yeah. That'd be a nightmare to try and set up. I don't think you'd be able to on the listening platform.
But yeah, that's the amuse bouche. Very nice, very weird flavor, but
Yeah. Bold. In your face.
Yeah, in your mouth.
Hell yeah. In your mouth.
Good shit.
Tasty song.
Tasty song.
Get that song in your gob. Okay, right, let's move on. I don't feel like we're going anywhere right
Nope,
now.
we're going in circles here.
Yeah. Beautifully. I cannot speak today.
It's okay.
Beautifully.
Beautifully unconventional.
Unconventional.
That's a lot of liquids.
It was just a slow tool pour. It's not actually that much liquids.
It sounded like it would never end.
It's only one of those tiny Fever Tree tonic cans.
What? How did you get so much? It just sounded like it honestly sounded like you'd opened like a full can of beer and just poured
As
it
I
into a
said,
pint glass.
it was a tall, slow pour.
Damn, that was
Get it aerated.
I'm gonna
I probably lost all the fizz after that.
I'm gonna steal that sound effect and use it in something. I hope you realise when you send me the audio file.
Do you want to know what I'm drinking?
Yeah, what are you drinking?
So today I'm drinking gin and tonic, but gin that I've had in a plastic bottle for over a year, left over from Reading Festival
You're
last
still
year.
drinking that?
I've still got that. Occasionally I have a little bit, but I'm going to try and finish it tonight.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it's not good.
I can't imagine it would
It's just
be.
Gordon's, but it's just being in a plastic bottle for so long has not done it very any good really.
Does it taste like bitter or some shit?
I don't know. It just kind of it's gin. It just doesn't taste anything special.
Oh yeah,
Bog standard.
I've just got a big old pint of glass water of tap water.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, I mean it keeps me hydrated.
I reckon that's what Alice has at the moment.
Yeah,
A big pint glass of water.
She is
But
a hydro homie.
She's been shrunken down, so it's even bigger than a pint.
Fuck ton of water. Drinking it with like a
But
huge.
it still hydrates her the same amount.
Oh wow!
Because if you think about it, if you shrunk down a pint of water, that's still a pint, isn't it?
True. Yeah. So. God, I can't think about that.
You know what? I don't even want to think about that.
No.
Just trying to think about it, and it's just like
When we get,
no, it does not work.
When we get Kai on, then we could talk about that shit. Right now, I'll pass. But
Right,
no,
so I think we're already on a starter with this. We're moving through quick. Man, there's got to be more than the usual 3 quarters.
yeah, for sure.
Maybe, this is a little starter.
Yeah, like a little sort of like getting you excited.
I feel
for
like
the thing.
Oh, after you.
I was going to say, just a sort of meal after the moose boost gets you even more excited for the main course, but something that's just a bit unusual.
Yeah, something you don't have every day.
Mm-hmm. And
Or something, seems a bit weird.
Yeah.
When you think about it, it's like, why is that a dish? Who came up with this? Who started eating this first?
Fuck thought of that.
Okay, I'm gonna go for a mackerel tartar. Tartar.
So mackerel tartar, which is just raw fish in a circle.
Finely diced. You can have beef tartar as well.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that like a thing in the Netherlands? Like tartar? Don't they eat that a lot?
I don't know. I've never been, and I don't really know their cuisine. I've never really thought about what they might eat over there.
Nothing. Weed.
I was going to say, there's one thing I know the Netherlands for, and it's Amsterdam, and it's pot.
Yeah, exactly. I reckon. See, like, so I've heard that one of their, I heard that one of their national dishes was just a big old fuck off plate of raw beef. Because somebody in another podcast talked about how they got served
just
that.
a live cow.
you have to fucking butcher it yourself.
And you've got a group of Netherlandians in a circle around this live cow, and they just take bites out of it. There's nothing but bones left.
It's like the fucking cow from the end of the universe that you can just like eat from directly.
Okay.
Anyway, yes.
Can I finish this
Yes,
dish?
just go on. Go on.
Okay, so we've got the finely diced mackerel.
Mm-hmm.
I reckon this is on quite a large crouton. You know, croutons are usually just like a small cube.
Yeah.
This is a flat, thin slice crouton.
Just something crunchy.
Nicely salted.
To offset that sort of
golden brown.
Of the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some lemon zest and some lemon juice worked throughout the tartar. Yeah.
Nice sharp.
Some shallots. Yeah.
Oh, I love shallots.
Well seasoned. I'm going to put some samphire in there.
I haven't had that before.
Yeah, it's a sea herb. It's got a nice texture to it, a nice little crunch, and it tastes of the sea, so it's got that sea salty flavour.
Oh, that sounds really interesting, actually.
Yeah, it's really, really tasty. It goes so well with seafood.
I hope you're like keeping notes of these recipes. Because I want you to make them one day. I'll buy you the ingredients.
Actually, no. I have made a tartar before. I made it for an amuse-bouche.
Ooh, well there you go. It comes full circle.
Yeah, I think I put some really small, finely diced red peppers and some capers in it. I think. I can't remember. It was a while ago. That was on a very tiny crouton.
Oh, very tiny crouton.
So it was some sort of micro herb, probably.
Mm-hmm. What is a micro herb?
Just a herb before it's fully grown. It's just a teeny weeny herb.
Huh.
But usually they're quite flavourful. It's just a small version of. Like,
well, shit. I did not
probably
know
put
that.
some lemon balm on it or something.
Lemon balm?
It's basically a little herb that tastes a bit like lemon.
I was going to say, is that just like lip balm and the flavour of lemons?
Yeah. Sometimes you can put it on desserts as well.
Yeah,
What's in
I
a
mean,
dessert?
if it's lemon, then yeah.
It's just lemony.
Lemony.
I don't know. Could put some lemon balm on here. We've already got lemon and lemon zest.
Yeah, true. Just make it taste of fucking a lemon.
Lemony lemon. Hello.
It's just
Lemon
a
and fish.
lemon tartar. Finely diced lemon.
Finely diced lemon. With some fish juice and fish skin in it.
Oh, fuck
Oh,
no.
the tables have turned.
Oh, this was disgusting. Ugh.
So bitter.
Oh, it would be. It would just be like, it would be sour, but
Yeah, with some
fishy.
like fish oil, some castor oil worked through it.
What is this? Is the second episode we talked about like fish oil and shit.
Oh yeah, I forgot
We
about that.
did. Oh
Yeah.
no! Stop.
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
That's not what we're eating. We're
No.
eating a regular mackerel tartar.
Yes, it's. I'm sure it's lovely. I've never had
Not
tartar
too big because
before,
I
but-
reckon we're gonna have a few more dishes after this.
Yeah, it's like a. Was it 5-course? Is that what you usually
I
have?
don't know. We'll see.
7? 15?
It's not a usual 3.
No. So what is it? I mean, it's not a usual restaurant.
Yeah.
We've walked in and been shrunk down, so
But this meal is full sized, normal sized.
it's like the opposite of little
Because
bits.
otherwise it won't fill us up.
Yeah, because nope, not going back there. Don't want to think about resizing stuff, but yes, food, delicious food.
So do you reckon the ultimate diet would be to upscale something tiny?
So it looks like you're eating loads. You're
Yeah.
actually eating nothing.
Do you reckon that would fuck with the texture of things?
It would. It has to, because it would just basically fill it with more air, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, so like if you shrunk down food, do you reckon it'd be really dense?
Oh, imagine like shrinking down bread. It's just pure starch. Ugh. But
No, I
what
don't
if you
like the
shrunk
idea of
down
that.
like meringue?
Really crunchy.
If you shrunk down meringue and it just basically turns into condensed sugar.
Crunch.
Delicious.
Break your teeth.
Oh, it would, wouldn't it? But then what if you like size up like a moose? What does that become? Does that become like candy floss?
As in the animal or
The fucking
like a
food-
chocolate
Like a
mousse?
chocolate moose. Moose are
because
Moose
moose
are
are
already
already
Yeah.
pretty large.
We don't need them to be any bigger. I think that's kind of a scary thought.
Moosilla. I was about to try and make a moose sound, but I don't know what sound they make. Oh, it's just mood.
Do they moo? I'm
don't know.
I'm looking this up. I'm gonna look up the sound a moose
Like
makes.
rutting deer make horrendous like gurgling throat sounds.
Oh, really?
I imagine it's similar to that.
What does a moose sound like? We'll just get like copyright strike for fucking moose sound noises.
That's a moose?
Apparently,
Sounds like a monkey.
that's a baby moose.
Okay, yeah, I can hear that. That's like a higher pitched version of a deer. I want to hear Big Daddy Moose though. Now I'm just picturing a full-sized moose making that squeaky sound. Are you sure you've typed moose and not mouse?
No, I'm sure. Listen to this. Listen to this fucker.
It sounds like he's farting. Ooh.
It's just a fucking moo. Like it's just a fucking.
What do you reckon moose tastes like? Do you reckon it's like venison?
I reckon it's gamey. Like, I feel like it's just. I don't know. I actually have no fucking idea.
Can you eat moose? Are you
I
allowed
mean-
to kill moose? Do people hunt them?
Yeah,
These
people
are
hunt them.
questions that need to be answered.
Well, trophy hunters hunt them, but I don't know if that's legal. Actually, trophy hunting's illegal, right?
I don't fucking know.
I hope it is. What does moose taste? This is a hell of a tangent.
I want to know. Maybe it's
Moose-
a moose tartar.
Moose.
Because it's got to be a red meat, which you can eat rare.
Yeah.
And, so if it's... Yeah.
Moose meat has a flavor similar to venison or elk, but with slightly gamier flavor. Some people compare
Okay,
moose
so we
meat to
were
steak
kind of right.
with a coarse texture and a gamey flavor.
I swear elks are even bigger than moose.
I think they are, yeah. Elks are like the fucking huge ones, aren't they?
Who's eating them? Who's eaten an elk and then just gone like, you know what? I might try moose next.
I mean, like...
Who uses elk as a flavour reference? Moose tastes like elk.
It's the Canadians, isn't it?
Yeah, but what does elk taste like? Come on. Do you reckon you could just go to the supermarket, just get an elk or a moose steak?
Well, where do elk... They come from North America, right? So I reckon... And in Northeast Asia. So I reckon they're eating a lot in Canada. I reckon Canada eats a lot of elk. And probably... Wait, does that mean Russia? Because Russia's technically Northeast Asia. Parts of Russia are. I can imagine the Russians eating elk.
They probably eat anything that fucking moves.
Absolutely. Do you follow the subreddit a normal day in Russia?
I don't follow it, but I see posts occasionally.
Good fucking subreddit.
It is quite funny.
Anyway, this is gone way off topic. So is this?
Right, I'm here for the tangents.
Are we going with the original Tatar, or are we going with elk?
We're not changing this because I don't want to risk trying to kill an elk. Oh god,
that's a bull elk. They use that sound for one of the creatures in the Lord of the Rings. Oh, could you imagine hearing that chasing you? That's not fun. Right.
Oh, my brain just thought, oh, imagine a creature making that noise, and then links to maybe a bipedal creature chasing you. Then I thought of the Hannibal TV show, where there are kind of these weird, feverish, nightmare-y sequences.
Oh god.
Of this pitch black, dark figure, like bipedal man with these big antlers, and it's fucking creepy. And that making that noise, I think, that's enough to make anyone's spine tingle.
No thanks. That's terrifying, especially if you add some fucking effects and shit to that. Like, oof, no thanks. I might use it in a game sound, in a game audio at some point, because it's a great sound, but fuck me, I don't want that to appear in real life.
You know what? I think I'm ready to move on to the next song. We've gone on so much of a tangent. Need to get back on track.
It's been 44 minutes and we're already on the fucking third song.
Really? Actually, yeah. I guess about 5-10 minutes of that was us setting up, so it could be worse.
True. But yes, the next song.
Yeah, Don't Delete the Kisses.
Bruh. Good song. This is one of the ones that I also haven't written fucking notes down for because I forgot to.
Oh. Guess this one's on me.
Yeah, this one's on you.
Oh. I feel it's quite a personal song, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. It's got that kind of mood to it. It's like there's a lot of repeating sections to it, but like not in an annoying way. It's just kind of, I don't know, tells its own story as a song.
Yeah, I feel like it's a hang on.
Bless you.
I feel like it's the kind of song that maybe you'd stick on like late at night when there's stuff on your mind, you're trying to sleep.
Yeah, I can see that.
Kind of calms you, but at the same time makes you think a bit more, which not necessarily going to be best to help you get to sleep.
No, but sometimes you just need that, you know? You just need to sit in bed and think about shit. And even if it's good or bad, like, it's just one of those things.
Mm-hmm. Putting this into, like, food, though, is quite an interesting one. I feel it's... You ever get that feeling where there's a certain dish you've had, or that you grew up with, or just had an experience with, that you just haven't been able to recreate or find anywhere?
Yeah.
That's what I feel like this reminds me of, the feeling I get from this.
Yep. No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Just like a...
Or maybe you see versions of it around and you could never quite bring up the courage to try it.
Just in case
because you're not sure whether it'll live up to what you remember it being, or it won't be the same. That's what I'm getting from this.
The curse of nostalgia.
You got anything like that? Any particular food that you'd love to have again and have never quite been able to
So
to recreate the feeling.
Probably way more that I can't remember. But one of the thinking about it, like it makes me realize how much food that I haven't had I want to go out and try more. But one that kind of sticks out to me is this Mexican restaurant I went to that was in Spain, and it was a Mexican/Indian restaurant that did curries.
If you're in Spain, why would you?
I don't fucking know. We were in I think it was in Madrid.
It's like going to Italy and ordering a cheeseburger or going to McDonald's or some shit. I guess it's not quite as bad as that, but still,
I don't
gotta eat the local cuisine.
I know, but and we usually do, but we were just in the town or in the middle of the city, and we were just like, oh, this restaurant's open and kind of empty and looks kind of neat, so let's see what this place is like. And I had an enchilada thing or something, which was effectively just a wrap filled with chili and then deep fried. And it was...
Oh, what? So like a chimichanga?
Yeah, kind of like that. And it was fucking amazing. And I've never had anything come close to how good that was ever since. It's not a fancy meal, but that's probably the one that comes to mind. What about you?
Yeah, I don't know. You just made me think of chimichangas now, which I love a good chimichanga.
Yeah, I need to have one again at some point.
But yeah, for me, this dish is basically where I trained to be a chef. Not where I got my qualification, but where I went into work afterwards. Mm-hmm. The head chef put this vegan dish on. Actually, it was vegan, which. I'm not vegan myself, I like my meat, but if there's a really tasty looking or sounding dish that just so happens to be vegan or vegetarian, I'm all up for eating it. I've got nothing against it. Mm-hmm. I respect people who have those views and stick by it as long as they're not pushing it in my face. Just you do you. I understand it if it's for those reasons, but
yeah,
you don't have to force it on people. Rant over. So basically, this dish was the basis of it. There was a swoop of just a really nicely seasoned carrot puree at the bottom.
Yeah.
Just as I don't know, a bit of lubrication, a bit of a base.
Yeah, you just kind of need that sometimes, especially if the rest of it doesn't have a squishy.
Scattered around. This dish looked beautiful, by the way. Scattered around was some tender stem broccoli that been finished off in a pan with, I don't know, maybe a bit shallots and garlic maybe. Actually, I don't think it was, but that could work with it. And some heritage carrots that had also been finished in a pan, so they had nice caramelized edges, which was propped up against small cubes of polenta that had been deep fried.
Oh.
So they had these amazingly crispy outside edges with this really soft center. Polenta doesn't taste of much, but it was a really good texture to have through it.
Yeah.
And then for the real kind of hard hitting notes, just to cut through everything, there were some spirals of some pickled carrot strips and some just small I want to say dollops or piles, but it's neither of that. It was piped on, just some little neat mounds of some wild garlic pesto, which
so good.
Just
oh my god,
the whole dish it was just amazing. It just all tasted so fresh, and all the flavors went together really well.
It just sounds
and I don't feel like you see that kind of stuff around everywhere, and it was just really good dish to both create, because I placed it up a fair few times, and one day I didn't eat there much because I was always working there, but went a couple of times. One of the times when that was still on the menu, I was like, I've got to come in and just eat this. I came in know what I wanted. It's I want to have this.
It sounds so good, and it looks so good as well. He sent me a picture of it, and man,
yeah,
it looks so delicate, but it looks like the sort of thing that you'd take a bite out of, and your brain would just go.
Yeah, it was so delicate, but just the flavors were beautiful and just gentle, which I feel like this song is.
Yeah, it's like a song that kind of just carries you along with it. and that's the sort of food. Nothing that's just kind of like it's not a punch in your face kind of flavor like the pickle that we had at the beginning. It's more of a mellow kind of thing.
Yeah, but I feel like I haven't had many dishes that have made me feel the same, or that, because that's the thing. You see that kind of thing on the menu, and you might think, "Oh, that sounds alright," but you don't always go for it, do you?
No.
Like, you'll be sucked in by the steak or something.
Yeah, because like when you go, especially when I go to restaurants, it's like this looks interesting. This looks interesting. But I don't know if I'll like it, and I'm here for a good time, and I know I'll like.
Yeah, and you just kind of plump for what you're used to, and it's just sometimes you just gotta go for something different, because a lot of the time, it's even if it's bad, then you'll know. Oh, you know what? I tried it.
Yeah. It's like when lockdown's over, I really want to just like go out to a bunch of restaurants with you and just try a new different thing from different restaurants each time. Just
Yeah. I miss eating out.
Yeah.
Like, it's been so long,
it really
and
has.
I love it.
I
live for it.
cheeky and went to Wagamama's when at the sort of like at the low point.
Hardly eating out.
No, I know, but like since the lockdown, that's like been one of the only places I've gone out to since. And I felt really bad.
Yeah, I don't think I've eaten out anywhere.
Yeah, good for you. I mean, you shouldn't.
Actually,
but...
no, we went to place in Weymouth, which is near us.
Oh.
And
yeah,
called Billy Winters, which I had a chimichanga at.
Oh.
Coincidentally.
Okay. Well.
Which just really good. I love a chimichanga. Just filled with like pulled pork and
you can't
like
go wrong.
Stretchy cheese.
It's like just a deep fried burrito. Like you can't go wrong with it.
There's something about that deep fried tortilla that's just
it's just like up there. Perfectly crispy and
you're eating it's like, oh, this is bad for me, but this is great.
Yeah, right. Sometimes you need that in your life. Just shit food that tastes
with some nice
amazing.
guac, some nice spicy salsa with it.
Like
delicious.
Guac is one of those things that I've only recently sort of like gotten more into because I'm not a huge fan of avocado.
I like avocado.
Yeah, a lot of people do, but I've never really found a taste for it until recently.
I don't like using it as the main thing. It's not like, oh, I'm having avocado. Like avocado and toast, where the toast is the main feature. That's the avocado, isn't it?
You're not a proper millennial.
I'll have something and some avocado, which will just be there for kind of some texture, some soapiness.
Have you ever tried avocado ice cream?
It's quite a weird flavour, isn't it? No, I haven't.
Or specifically avocado gelato. It's quite a neutral flavour. There's not really much flavour to it, but like it's so incredibly creamy. It's weird, but it's quite...
I'll tell you what I have had.
What have you had?
Someone gifted my dad some avocado oil.
What?
And it to cook with, and it was fucking gross. Like, it would just fucking burn because it had like a really bad temperature range. It was it tasted gross. Yeah. Oh no.
Jesus.
Disgusting.
That does not sound good. I can't imagine it's like a flavourless oil either. It would be
definitely not.
Ugh. Yeah, no, I'll pass.
And it's like cloudy.
Really?
Oil.
Oh god, no.
Yeah. Green.
Oh, green.
Like an avocado, isn't it?
Oh yeah, good point. That wouldn't make sense.
It's green. What? It's green.
Crazy. But no. Guacamole, like I had a really good one a year or so back. Like, don't know what I had it with, but I had a good guacamole, and I was like, "Damn, this shit's actually really good."
Just a bowl of guac.
It was good. It was good fucking guac. It actually tasted of something. It didn't just taste of avocado, which is what made it.
Yeah,
for me.
you've got to work a bit of spices through there.
And when you sort of like, actually, I think what it was is at my university, one of the meals you could have at the SU was a plate of nachos, and it came with a pot of sour cream, a pot of salsa, and a pot of guacamole. The guacamole was really fucking good, and it was like £4, and they gave you a huge plate of nachos. It could feed 2 people.
Well, I'd hope so, because nachos aren't expensive.
No, they're absolutely not. But that's probably what got me into guacamole more. Good shit. What were we talking about at the meal? Completely.
Well, we were just thinking about what we've just ordered for a main, which for me is that carrot dish.
I'm happy to order that, or Alice is happy to order that.
Well, that's what Alice is having. Okay, Alice has gone for the carrots.
Gone for the carrots.
Because for some reason, Alice shares some very similar experiences to me.
Alice is like your alter ego.
Thanks.
Question
It's just
mark?
me in a dress.
I want to see a picture of you in a dress. I want to know what you look like in a dress.
To be fair, because I doodle all the thumbnails for these, so
Oh, yes. We need
look forward to us in a couple dresses and dancing poses for the album artwork.
Oh my god, that's gonna be so good.
On the wiki, it said that picture is actually the lead singer Ellie's, I think, her aunt.
Oh really?
I don't know if I'm guessing it's an older picture or something because she looks quite young.
Yeah, well, the picture looks kind of oldish, so it wouldn't surprise me.
Moving on. Planet Hunter. I barely know her.
So upset.
Gotta do it though.
Anyway,
Planet Hunter.
Planet Hunter. That's probably one of my favorite songs on the album because it's got such a sort of emotion, like it's just got a very sort of strong emotional feeling behind it. Like, I know it sounds weird, but just the line where she says, "What is it? I left my mind in 2015" or something like that. Like,
yeah,
there's something about that bit of the chorus that just really resonates. Not in like a personal way. It's not linked to anything, but just like there's some emotion there that I fucking love, and it's really
I feel like this is the reception of the main, and it lives up to the expectation.
Yeah, absolutely,
and it does take you back.
Yeah,
and reminds you of, you know what, I have changed a lot since I last had this. A lot has happened. And
it's got that sort of slight melancholy tone to it that you get when you think about the past. Reminiscing about what happened in the past.
Yeah, but at the same time, reminding you that, I don't know, that good things do happen, and getting older and changing isn't necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah, you know, time.
Like you kind of look back and it's like, wow, I don't really feel like the same person as I did then.
God, that's so true. Like, do you ever think about what the person you were like 5 years ago?
I was an absolute spud 5 years ago. Like, I was an actual potato, skin on, in the dirt.
Never heard someone call themselves a spud before.
No?
No, not when referring to themselves in the past. That's such a great description.
Yeah, now I'm unearthed, cleaned off, peeled.
Yeah, nicely peeled. You've been washed off, so you don't have all of the starch anymore.
Been sliced up into a nice portion of fries.
Oh, damn right. Homemade fries are the best. And you're a very good homemade fry. The
skin hasn't been peeled off because I kind of like skin on fries.
Skin on fries are good. Skin on fries are really good. I think they are. I'm glad that they're coming into style because it means less food waste, which is apparently something I care about.
I remember one of the owners to one of the restaurants I worked at. He was like, "Oh, we got to crack down on waste," and he was like, "Oh, because to make mash, we used to bake a load of potatoes and then peel out the middle and work them through the mouli, which is basically a big potato ricer spinny roundy thing." But he was like, "There's too much waste here, all these skins," and he was like trying to get us to make like a dish or a starter using these fucking potato skins.
What the fuck?
And it's just like, mate, we're producing a really high quality of food here, and you want to bring that down with some fucking potato skins. And that's not really any waste. Like, that doesn't cost anything. It's going into food waste disposal, so it's not bad for anything. Actually, we were sending them off to be fed to the pigs. So, like,
Yeah.
it was going into meat. It wasn't.
Comes back
It
round.
was being entirely wasted. But yeah, it made us all laugh because we all kind of went with it whilst he was there. It's like, oh yeah, we put some cheese in them, some, I don't know, some chorizo, some other stuff. It was, oh yeah, these are great. And then never talked about it again. He wasn't really in very often.
Oh, that's kind of funny. What can you really do with potato peels? Can you do much with them?
Fuck all, they don't taste of much. They taste slightly potatoey, and they're either soggy and chewy and awful, or nice and crispy.
Yeah, could you make them into crisps?
Kind of. That was one of the things he was trying to get at, but it was just like the way they've already been baked. It just doesn't really work, and it just looked really rough. And although they might taste alright, they looked awful, and it just wasn't what the restaurant was going for.
Yeah, no, I can't see it being amazing.
Just sometimes what I love about kind of restaurant owners trying to stick their nose in and change things. Because like we had an absolutely brilliant head chef who had a vision and who was going for it, but yeah, the owner would just tread on his feet occasionally.
Yeah, because the owners are usually business people that know fuck all about food.
Well, actually, to be fair, he got into the finals of MasterChef. So.
What, the owner?
Yeah.
Oh my god, fair enough. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. He was a half decent chef, but yeah. He just had a very different style of things to the head chef who was running it, because
do you think they conflicted?
The owner also had another project, which is his new baby, which everything else was going into. So,
fair enough.
Like he'd come in occasionally trying to change things. It was like, that's not how things are right here, like here right now. So
yeah, but looping it back around to the meal.
Yes, to the song, to the album.
Yeah, so we've received. Alice has received the food. It's been received very well. Very nice meal. Sort of reminiscing about the past. Is there any reason that
brings back those feelings?
Any reason that we might have come to this restaurant today? Did we choose to, or was it like a spontaneous kind of decision?
I don't know. I do not know. I haven't thought about that. It was a very, very sudden beginning, because usually we have a lead-in track. We know where we're going, but this time we were straight in the restaurant.
Straight in the restaurant.
So maybe it was impulsive. Maybe walking on by, it's like, oh, what's this place?
Yeah, maybe they'd already
because it is so mystical.
Yeah.
And kind of a fantasy restaurant. Maybe it does just kind of appear at the moment it's needed.
I get like I want to sort of like push this like idea I kind of get from this song of like linking back to the melancholy of it, of almost as if like there was an evening that was planned originally, but like plans fell apart, and she ended up just going, oh, I'll just go to this restaurant, and is where they are now. And it's kind of like, you know, the food's good, the environment's nice, but like, could it have been a different evening? Perhaps. So shall we move on?
Yeah, I'm ready to move on. I've had my tangent.
Yep. So next song.
Oh,
Sky Music.
Yeah, next song.
So that was
Sky
Sky
Moosings.
Moosings.
Back to the mooses.
The Meesings.
Sky Moose.
Sky Moose.
The Sky Moose.
The Sky Moose. Is that the people
the big moose in the sky?
That's what the Canadians worship.
Did you know the sun in Canada is a big moose?
Holy shit, it's incredible. It makes so much sense now. But that was Sky Musings. Probably one of the weirdest songs on the album, actually. It's like really out there. Like it's not really sung as much as it's spoken. It's like a...
Yeah, I feel like it's almost thoughts in song form.
It's an internal dialogue. The lyrics really kind of reflect that. And I'm going to go off on a tangent about like musical techniques and shit, but...
Yeah, go for it.
So other than the fact that the song has that kind of like... It's very repetitive. The way that the singing or the lyrics are spoken is very sort of like... as if it's just a train of thoughts in your head going over and over and over again, and panicking and getting more panicked as it gets towards the end. There's like... It's a really emotional song, even if it doesn't sound like melancholy or sad or happy or whatever. It's like, it's almost panicky, as if she's thinking about the past.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like there's a lot of anxiety in it almost.
Yeah.
But I think it's... I don't know, I reckon Alice is alone
Mm-hmm.
in this restaurant, definitely.
Yeah.
She's not eating with anyone.
No, she came in alone. But
Yeah.
maybe
she's been linking back to Don't Delete the Kisses,
Mhm.
which is basically the lyrics give off this almost not a story, this I guess it is a story about trying to send messages to someone. Maybe they're a friend or someone you've been talking to, and been deleting the kisses off the end of those messages because you don't know where it's meant to be going.
Yeah.
Which might be leading back to this. Maybe she was originally gonna invite someone out, on a date, but she panicked and anxiety got too much and she didn't ask them.
Yeah, and she just came alone instead, and she's maybe she's just received a message from them, and she's gone, oh fuck, should I respond? Should I tell them where I'm at? Like, should I have invited them out? This, that, and the other. Like, was it a mistake to have not? Yeah,
it's just all those thoughts kind of rushing through, which is what I'm getting from this song.
Yeah, and it's
no food. I'm not getting any food from this. This is purely just.
Yeah, I think this is kind of like either halfway through the meal or just after you've finished it, and you kind of like you've gotten this message, and she's staring at her phone, and she kind of like,
heavy breathing. Like that one really old meme of that fat chonky cat. Heavy breathing. The Cheshire Cat.
Oh, the Cheshire Cat's just sitting over your shoulder.
Cheshire Cat's just watching Alice have this panic attack.
Yeah.
This anxiety attack.
The more we talk about this, the more this actually just becomes Alice in like the blue and white dress, long blonde hair. But no, I like really like this song because it's one of those songs where I wouldn't listen to it to sort of like chill out or as a song to listen to sing along to. It's a song that I appreciate for sort of how it makes me feel.
Yeah.
And how I feel like what's it supposed to be about? Because there's a lot of lines in there talking about like, oh, this is how I should feel. She calls herself a stupid girl. Like she's asking random questions that kind of lead nowhere. And I don't know. It's a tangent song. It's almost like a tangent song, which is what this fucking podcast has become.
Tangents are us. Come get your tangents. 2 for 1.
Oh man. Tangents are brilliant. That's what led to Mary's death.
For every topic on theme, we talk about 2 extra tangents.
Oh Christ. But no, I don't.
Yeah, I don't really have much to say about that one. It kind of almost speaks for itself.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a good song though. Did I write any notes for that? Nope, I didn't. Kept it all up in my noggin.
Yeah, that big old brain of yours.
Big. But yeah, I don't have more to say about this. Like, it's just a bit of a panic moment in the middle of the evening, as sometimes you do if you're alone. But
well, if you want, I can give you a bit more space and time to think about it.
I would appreciate that.
But there's going to be something before that.
Oh.
Yeah. We've got Formidable Cool.
Oh yeah, so we do.
Yeah, I'm not giving you any space yet.
Okay, that's
I'll get right in there.
Totally understandable. Why did it go back up to Planet Hunter? What?
Oh, you're on shuffle.
Oh yeah, I am. That makes sense.
Boo.
Formidable Cool.
Yeah, scallops.
Scallops.
Fried with some chorizo.
Chorizo.
With a nice chorizo aioli.
Salty.
Made out of the oil from the chorizo.
Salty yet delicious.
And finished off with just, I don't know, some spring onions or scallions if you're American.
Some lovely
just for
colour.
Kind of, yeah.
And a bit of crunch.
Some colour, some texture.
Mm-hmm. Like
a different flavour.
Aren't scallops usually a starter dish?
Yeah. I just kind of want to work this in.
Yeah.
Just because
I mean, like
I feel like we're eating kind of smaller dishes, a bit lighter.
Because like
it's not like a tasting menu, but more of not even small dishes. I don't know. This is just kind of coming out.
I mean, it's a weird ass restaurant. We don't really need justification for weird ass meals.
Who knows? It's big. We're tiny.
Yeah, you know how it goes. These scallops are like the size of your
Alice
fucking
is tiny,
hand.
Tiny Alice.
There's like 7 of them.
Can it just be Alice Cooper?
Oh god, we're going back to this. We're going to put characters in our fucking restaurant again.
Hey, Alice Cooper's great. I'm pretty sure I saw a picture of him the other day just working in a soup kitchen.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
Holy shit. It's brilliant.
I'm pretty sure it's Alice Cooper. Imgur. Alice Cooper feeding people at a food bank.
Oh shit.
Yeah, just fucking
Hell yeah.
serving some kids some food at a food bank.
That sounds pretty neat. Good for him.
Yeah. Nice thing to do.
Yeah.
Like, you've made all your money, given something back. Although I could argue he's given stuff back already with all his music. But, like,
True.
nice one, Alice.
I think that's the quickest tangent we've just done. Not even fucking 5 seconds into the description of the song. Instant tangent. Fucking hell.
Hey, I got the food out of the way.
True.
But man, I can always taste this. I love scallops.
I've never had them.
Scallops.
They look like they'd be really good because I see them everywhere. But like,
I love the texture. I love the flavor. Like, just meaty but seafoody, and I love it when they're cooked perfectly and they have that caramelized base that's just nice and like
golden brown. Yeah.
Oh,
they look so good. Every time I
delicious.
see them, like I'm like, oh, I want to try them. And especially like as you say with the chorizo aioli, like that sounds.
Yeah. Scallops are the kind of thing that if they're on a menu, that's mostly likely what I'm gonna order.
Something I'm gonna order next time I go to a restaurant with fucking scallops in it.
Yeah, me too. I haven't had scallops a month.
I
just remembered another. I ate out with my family a bit over a month ago because it was my mum's birthday. We went to a seafood restaurant and I really wanted the scallop starter, but they were out of scallops.
So upsetting.
So it's been so long since I had some, and I saw that on the menu. I got really excited. It looked really delicious, and they didn't have any.
That's actually so upsetting.
Yeah, it was really, really sad. So I had to have some sprats in a curry batter.
What sprats?
So it's just basically a small fish that you eat whole.
Oh, I've heard about them. Are they good?
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
Nice and salty. Just a weird crunchiness. You just eat all of them because the bones are like delicate enough that they don't hurt you.
Yeah.
You just crunch down on them.
See, it's
Eat the whole fish. Dip it in some curry aioli as well.
speaking of things like that you eat whole oysters. I haven't had one of them for fucking years.
Yeah, me neither. I'd love to try them again.
Mhm.
It's just every time I mention it around people who were there, because when I was a kid, I tried my first oyster, and my first reaction was just kind of like a weird look and just like, it's like snot.
But it is
So
though.
I've never been able to live that down, and I'd love to try it again, but I always get reminded by family that was my first reaction. And I can't get past it. However much I'd love to try them again. Actually, I've had a fried oyster since then.
A fried oyster? How does that work?
Yeah, so it's dunked in some batter quickly and quickly fried.
How can you?
Yeah, that was
How can you dunk an oyster in batter? It's just liquid.
because I got to sit in. Well, not sit. I stood there and watched a couple of chefs work in a really small kitchen that was producing some really fancy food.
Is that the one in?
And they had this. This was it went under, unfortunately, because they were. I won't mention the name of it because I don't know. I feel a bit bad because it went under. This was the other place that the owner was working on at the other restaurant. That's why I could be there.
That's a shame.
Yeah, so these two guys are brilliant chefs.
Uh-huh.
So this fried oyster, I can't remember what else was with it, but basically they put this glass dome over it, which they then pumped in some smoke. But it was like a really oaky, smoky flavor, which then flavored the food underneath it. And when you lift it up, you get this release of smoke, which was just really cool. It was really interesting to see chefs work that way.
Mm-hmm.
Which you always see on like TV and stuff, but to be there and like watch the food being produced, it's great.
It's art.
I love it.
Like food is a form of art sometimes, and I love it. It's really, really cool.
Yeah, definitely. I'm happy spending money on food if I get a good return on it.
Yeah, I mean it's like anything.
Like sometimes you're up for just something dirty, something cheap. That's fine, but other times like you treat yourself, just goes for something really high end, and yeah, you know, it's snobbish, but embrace it. It's fun. You're there for the experience. It's not every day.
It's like going to
Treat yourself
to like an art exhibition, or like going to a concert or whatever. You know, like you're spending more money to do something you could do quite cheaply somewhere else, but you go for the experience.
Yeah, so that was that tangent about scallops. Not scallops, the oysters.
Oysters, yeah.
Oysters, even though we were talking about scallops.
Yep.
Actually, to be fair, whilst I was there, the guys there asked me, it's like, do you want to make us something? And I was like, shit. Because this was like really early on in my like chefing.
Yeah.
I hadn't even been doing it for a year yet. And it was like, yeah, you want to make us something? I was like, I panicked. It was like, yeah, use whatever we've got in the fridges. Pick your... I cooked a scallop.
Oh, nice.
The first time ever cooking a scallop for me. I did an all right job of it, I think.
Did they
I made,
enjoy it?
So I fried the scallop. I think I did, from what I remember, I did a burn rosette with it. So I browned off some butter, got that burnt, and put a bit of lemon juice through that just to bring the sharpness up. Fried a few sage leaves in with it. I can't remember what else I served it with. I can't remember. It was ages ago, but yeah, I forgot I did.
It was so cool though that you just kind of went.
Like, oh yeah, nice. They like the idea.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, thanks, guys. But first and only time cooking a scallop, and it was two very professional chefs being like, oh, make us something, and me panicking out my ass.
I mean, you would in that instance, like, Christ.
Yeah.
Props to you for doing it. I love hearing about, like, whenever you get into those sort of situations of making new food. It's like so cool to hear about it. I don't know. It's neat.
Yeah, it's fun, and I love those creative times. It's a very difficult industry to be in unless you're fully set on it and really dedicated, which like I loved it, but it was a bit soul draining for me, especially being that age.
Yeah.
And everyone else kind of being off at uni, having nights out, really socializing, everything like that. It just felt like, you know what?
Do you reckon
I need a social life.
Do you reckon you'll ever go to uni?
No, I don't think uni's for me. I'm not dumb, but I feel like I've used up all my academicness.
No, that's fair. Like,
I'm really bad at sitting down and just kind of reading something, making notes.
Well, yeah, I know.
Unless I'm really interested in that,
Yeah.
which like, because I could study something, but I'd be very selective in what I actually learned from it.
Yeah.
Which is the bad thing.
Yeah, I get that. Like, I enjoyed uni because, like, you might do well for a master's, because master's is way more just you do what the fuck you want. But, like, yeah, it's not for everyone, but it suited me. But a lot of it was just the experience of, you know, being independent and stuff. And if you can get that experience yourself without uni,
well,
then...
I did get that
you did.
because although I've had to move in back with my parents through the second half of lockdown, but before that, I was out for a good year,
and that's
which was nice, just be away, kind of, just be out on your own for a bit.
Yeah, it's a good
I
feeling.
want to do it again soon, but everything at the moment is like,
everything.
There's no point.
Sucks.
It's a bit of a unnecessary risk.
Yep, but hopefully it'll be over soon. Fingers crossed. Shall we move on to the next song?
Yeah, I don't feel like we talked about the song much, but yeah, move on. Otherwise,
I mean, like,
this podcast will be far too long.
I think we got the food. We got the food talked about, and
it's a really good song that is really well written. Yeah. But you can kind of figure out those themes if you actually just listen to the lyrics.
Yeah,
that's a bit of homework for you guys.
Yeah, go listen to the songs.
Skip back, listen to it properly. Let's do it again. Maybe listen to the whole podcast again.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers, thank you. Appreciate it.
What's next? Sadboy.
Nope.
Boy.
Nope.
Boy.
Nope.
No, Space and
Yep.
Time. Oh, it's because it had already started. Yep. Space and Time.
Should have put like a reverb over that, do you reckon? Like a really long ass reverb. I bought
Space
and
time. Time and relative dimension in space.
the TARDIS.
Oh, we got it. Well done.
Yeah, I'm British. I understand references to British television shows. Anyway, that was Space and Time. But
I feel like Alice Cooper is sat there.
we actually going with Alice Cooper. Fuck's sake. Is Alice Cooper dressed up?
He's just got to have a little bit of a break, give his body some space and time to let the food settle a bit before he has any more.
Oh. So this is the drink song.
Yeah, we'll have a drink.
We'll have a sip.
Space and time. It's all about your body.
Yep.
Maybe something, I don't know.
Healthy?
Go over to the juice bar.
The juice bar.
The juice bar.
Work your way through.
Have some kale juice with some, I don't know, what would you...
Apples, pineapple.
Kale
Just
smoothie
fucking
with apple and cucumber.
everything.
Anything green.
Yeah, anything green.
Anything and everything green and healthy has gone into this.
Even the samphire.
Samphire. Yeah, there's some nice saltiness through there. Yeah, why not? Alice has taken it back to their table.
Yeah.
Got out a sneaky hip flask and poured a fifth of vodka in it. And then started to lose control of their body.
Uh-oh. This is a problem.
Slumped there in this cloudy, tiny room. Drinking alcoholic health juice.
Whilst dressed up as Alice from Alice in Wonderland.
Alice Cooper in a dress. Do you reckon he's... Well, you know what?
Oh, no. Oh, for fuck's sake. This was supposed to be a more normal version of the podcast. And it's gone so off the rails. Holy shit.
Okay, I can't find a picture of Alice Cooper in a dress.
Draw it. Make it happen.
Shall I change the person in the album art
To Alice
Cooper? I'll try and get somewhat of some resemblance.
Good luck.
In my dumbass style.
I love it. I love the Sister Sisters one from last week. That was such a good fucking picture.
I was up till late finishing that.
Yeah, you
on
were.
a work night, making sure it was ready for our upload day of Tuesday. We upload on Tuesdays now. We've got a schedule.
Midday.
Dedicated. Wow.
Yeah. But anyway, regardless, we're sitting here with our
space and time.
green juice.
Oh, maybe like
Uh-huh.
the incense smoke clears and
Ooh.
it's not a low ceiling. It was just low smoke, and there's
so
like
much
a
smoke.
night sky above.
What, like a glass ceiling?
No, just an open ceiling. It's just clear. You could just see the Milky Way.
Oh, that's...
and the Milky Bar
cool.
Kid
Why?
up in the constellation.
My favourite constellation, the Milky Bar Kid.
It's just shit like
What an
that.
advertising campaign that'd be. To rearrange stars to be a constellation of your
Rearrange
mascot.
the stars.
Oh my god.
Oh, what was it? It was like a movie or a sketch or a song about someone readjusting the stars, and it ends up causing a catastrophe. I feel like it's a Ninja Sex Party song for some reason.
It sounds like a Ninja Sex Party song.
Whereas I don't know where I'm getting this from. So basically, someone would reorganize the stars to say something.
Probably some romantic
What is
garbage.
this? It's Futurama. It's Futurama.
Oh, of course.
Fry reorganized a bunch of stars to say "I love you, Leela" or something like that, which then caused a load of time-space continuum stuff to happen, and everything kept looping. Actually, no, it kept jumping forwards, and no one could figure out why this was happening until Fry figured out and had to blow up the stars that spelt the message out to Leela, and he could never tell her because he forgot or something. I don't know.
What the fuck?
It's Futurama.
Yeah, Futurama's strange.
I love Futurama, but yeah,
Good TV show.
that's what it was. But that's what the Milky Bar Kid is done.
This is such a mess. Oh, it's such a fucking mess.
Because it is messing with space and time.
Oh my god.
It's all right. I'm almost through my bottle of gin.
I'm almost through my glass of water. I think I'm going to get some gin when I come back. I'm going to go get like a glass of gin during the next song and just...
Yeah, we're going to... I think we're going to take a quick food break.
Yeah, going to have a nibble of our own food.
Yeah, it's time for some munch, so hopefully we can keep the juices flowing.
Yeah. So...
For our next song, which is Saint Purple and Green.
Ooh, what an interesting title for a song.
Purple and green, that makes brown.
Hi, this is Editor Matt in post re-recording this because we were idiots and didn't actually mention the right song. The next song is actually Sadboy, but we just went to dinner after this and forgot to re-record it, so here's the correction. Enjoy Sadboy.
Rabbit Hole. Is that the name of the restaurant?
The Rabbit Hole.
The Rabbit Hole.
That's a really good name for it. Pardon me.
Welcome back to the Rabbit Hole. Matt and I are full of food.
Damn right we are. I am fucking stuffed right now.
Ready to go.
Damn right I'm ready to go.
You know what? I need a bit more lubrication. I've got to finish off this gin.
Frick, I forgot my gin. Oh, don't worry about it.
Oh, well, if you want, I can try and solo entertain while you go grab it.
Yeah, I'll go get a gin and tonic. I'll be back in a second. Go fucking solo entertain. I'll
At
listen
least
to it again
suckers
and
are left with
editing
me.
later.
I hope he doesn't. Shall I just talk shit about him? I could just talk shit. Or I could be really wholesome and just make him, like, cry whilst he does the thing. Because I know he's a wet sandwich. But basically, I've known Matt for years. And I didn't always like him. He was very annoying when I first met him. But since then, I could always see his potential, but he just needed to kind of stop being a spud. Going back to that. But yeah, it was just getting him out there. It was like a little flower bud that needed to bloom. So he's always basically used to fucking prod him and give him shit until he realised, it's like, oh, and finally became self-aware and became a person instead of fucking potato. He was a good potato, but now he's a nice, fine, creamy mash. That isn't to everyone's tastes. But yeah, he's back.
I'm back.
He's back.
Guess what? You ready?
Oh, hell yeah. What's that? What you cracking?
I bubbled up my tonic. Oh, fuck.
They've got tonic too. Oh,
Gin
twinsies.
and tonic. Cheers.
What gin have you got? I bet it's not as fancy as year-old plastic bottle tonic.
You know, I can't compete with it. It's Bombay Sapphire.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I do like Bombay Sapphire. I usually have a lemonade, but I thought I'd be fancier for the podcast.
I don't know. I find lemonade too sweet. Oh, hang on.
Am I keeping that in or cutting that out?
Up to you. You're cool, mate.
I'll keep it in. I'll keep it in.
Ooh.
This is the real us.
Where were we? Sadboy. We're just sad boy.
Yeah, so like I think it's fitting that we've just finished our food in real life.
Yeah. You're a little sad boy.
Aren't we all?
Nah, I'm a sad boy.
Oh,
Act
Louis.
like I'm already dead. I like that line. It's like, yeah, I'm dead inside.
Oh,
like,
God.
join the club, mate.
It's fucking A-levels all over again.
Nah, A-levels are great.
A-levels were great.
Did nothing, bad grades to show for it.
Oh, I just loved it.
I had a great time procrastinating in A-levels.
I did as well because I came out of it with good grades and none of my teachers expected me to. So every time somebody goes like, you have to do your homework and stuff in school, I'm like, no. They just go,
I did almost no homework in A-levels.
Oh, I'm surprised you didn't get kicked off any of your courses.
Yeah, me too.
Because I got threatened to be kicked off English 3 separate times in first year of A-level. Honestly, I think they were hollow threats. I don't think the classes were big enough to kick me out.
Yeah. Anyway, what's Alice up to?
Well, she's out
What
of
have we
food.
just eaten?
She's just eaten.
What did we just... Oh, yeah, we just had the scallops, didn't we?
Yeah. The really nice scallops. Very salty. Now we're sort of
where were
like sitting on our full belly.
Oh,
she's...
and our alcoholic...
yes.
Kale juice.
Alcoholic green stuff. I don't think alcohol would mix very well with a smoothie. I feel like it would just
No, it might
separate.
separate it a little bit. Well, it's not a smoothie, it's juice.
True.
There's no...
True, there's no bits.
Smoothies usually have a bit of milk in them, don't they?
Do they?
Do they? No.
No. It's just pulp, isn't it?
Milkshakes.
Anyway,
Yeah,
regardless.
I'm not sure. Yogurt. Smoothies have yogurt.
Oh, really?
don't
Oh, yogurt would
I
not
think.
go with...
I don't know. I haven't had a smoothie for a long time, so I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Either way, this is a people-watching song. Alice is at her food and
Sat there, bit pissed.
a bit.
Yeah, looking around and doing a bit of people watching, I reckon.
Yeah. Spotted a... It all started when she spotted a sad boy over in the corner.
Spotted the sad boy.
She was like, sad boy, why are you so
Who was it
sad?
that you were on about earlier? The mole dude from the Mad Hatter's
Yeah, the
Tea
mole.
Party?
Yeah, the mole just
So you've
sitting
seen
there.
him. But, like, it's a guy that looks like a caricature, like, human version of...
What, like...
Mole Man from The Simpsons.
Mole man!
It's Mole Man. Sat there looking really sad, eating a bowl of soup.
He's eating soup. Do you eat or drink soup?
Well, you drink it, but, like, if you're eating it out of a bowl, I'd say that's more eating, because
Okay.
you're using a spoon as, like, a small vessel. It's not like you're holding it up to your face, taking big gulps.
Solid soup that you just crunch
Like,
in.
you're taking mouthfuls that you're swallowing individually.
What kind of
So
soup
that's eating.
does a sad
Or
mole
if it's
man...
a chunky soup, he's
Oh,
eating.
yeah, true. What kind of soup does a sad mole man eat?
It's quite a nice restaurant, so I reckon he's eating a nice mushroom soup.
Oh, yeah.
I like good mushroom soup. Really
Yeah.
bold flavours,
You always
bit
talk
of
about
set
it.
powder in there, and well seasoned. Maybe even finished with a bit of truffle oil just to heighten the flavours. Ooh.
Yeah. Perfect for a sad boy.
Nice crusty bread to go with it.
Homemade?
I'm a fan of homemade
Fresh,
bread with a load of
fresh this
butter
morning.
dunked in some soup.
He shouldn't be sad no more after that, right?
Yeah,
You
well,
wouldn't
he's
be.
not sad about the meal. He's I don't know what he's sad about.
Has Alice seen him cry? I reckon he's had a little small cry in the corner when he thought nobody was watching.
He's crying because he's both sad and the soup is so good. He's
True.
just like, I don't deserve this, and he's crying to himself.
Oh, bless him.
Is it just Mole? Is Mole Man the only other guy in the restaurant?
It's just you
It's
and
just Mole
Mama.
Man. Opposite sides.
And every now and then you like...
But he never looks up, and you feel bad for kind of looking over and watching him.
Oh, Christ. Well, okay. Is Mole Man the only other, like, actual customer in the restaurant?
Yeah.
All
he's
right.
the sad boy.
So what about... So we're going to look at the staff...
Unless you can count Alice from Alice in Wonderland and Alice and Cooper are currently the same being, but also two separate individuals.
So they can, like, see themselves... Like, it's a restaurant in two
It's a
different
dual
universes.
personality.
Oh,
Bipolar, but one personality is Alice Cooper.
there's, like, a mirror next to
Never-
their table, and every time they look in it, they see the other person. This is turning into a fever dream.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
I reckon... So I've had in my mind that the head waiter is the rabbit, with the stopwatch and everything.
You said head waiter, and my brain instantly pictured Otto from The Simpsons, the bus driver.
Why? Why him?
There's more than Otto's the chef. He brought Alice the moose bouche at the start.
Ah,
He's the nice ass chef in the restaurant at the moment. He's
Yeah.
cool. He's having a
chill.
good time.
He's like one of those chefs that's just, you could tell, enjoys his work, gets on with it.
You've got the rabbit hole, which is managed by Otto and the rabbit.
And the Cheshire Cat is just an investor.
Yeah, just a mate of theirs that likes hanging around.
He comes in every now and then to get a free meal.
He's the musician. He's there playing soft jazz on the piano.
Well, because the Cheshire Cat could play like an entire jazz band by himself. That's the sort of character that they are.
One-man band. He's got like a rucksack with a drum on it. It's linked up to a foot pedal whilst he's playing the harmonica and the piano.
This restaurant has gone so downhill. In like planning, we had like an idea of a fairly normal-ish restaurant.
I was scared that this would be far too serious, but it's really gone off the rails.
Gone off the rails. Oh fuck me! I mean, it's okay. It's fine.
Oh, but you know what? At the end of this song, well, towards the end,
Yeah.
the song goes a little bit trippy. I reckon that's when the vodka kicks in a bit harder, and the Cheshire Cat probably makes a bit of eye contact, makes you feel a bit weird.
The Cheshire Cat realizes what's happening to you and decides to play even weirder jazz. Like, do you know what free
messing
jazz
with
is?
You know what? That's the worst thing. Having like a bad time and some dickhead messing with you. It's a bad time.
Have you ever heard of free jazz before?
Free jazz.
So
What, as in like
the subgenre?
non-copyright off YouTube?
No, it's free jazz is a subgenre of jazz that has no time signature, no key, and no structure.
I'm great at that. I could do that.
You literally just play whatever the fuck you want in whatever key, with whatever scale, with whatever instrument.
So basically anything can be free jazz.
Yeah, to my knowledge,
Everything is free jazz.
I need to look this up, but like, yeah, that to my knowledge, that's what free jazz is at its core. And imagine that whilst you're like getting really drunk.
You like jazz?
You're like, jazz.
Barry B. Benson comes in.
Oh my god. What is this
Starts talking to
restaurant? Holy shit. It's just getting worse and worse.
This is the haunt of all the any animated character you can think of.
Any animation? What?
It's where they all go.
Fucking Gru from Despicable Me appears out of nowhere.
There's a bunch of minions.
No minions. They're banned.
But they're not allowed in because they're underage.
Yeah, they have to stay outside. Just Gru that's allowed in. Of all the characters, why did my brain immediately go to Gru?
Yeah.
I mean, the obvious meme one
A
is...
wealth of animated characters out there. You go for fucking Gru. Despicable Me.
But I don't want to go to...
Man, you're so cool.
Right? Yeah, I watched Despicable Me. Yeah, I'm cool. What's another good one? Fucking Robin the Hood from the Disney animation.
Robin the Hood.
No.
Picture Robin Hood and the Hood from Batman. He takes from the poor and keeps it so he can fucking kill Batman. Takes from the poor, takes from the rich, sorry. He's not an entire dickhead.
Oh, fucking hell, Robin the Hood.
But to be fair, it kind of works because the Hood did used to be one of the Robins. So.
Did he? Wait, so is Robin like a character that's just a different person each time?
Yeah, there's been multiple Robins. So there was Dick Grayson and Batman's son was one, Damian Wayne. That was another one.
What happened to him?
See, I haven't really read much DC comics, but I'm pretty sure he became Batman at one point, or was set up to, but he got a bit distorted and started killing people.
Oh, right. And Batman's whole thing is he doesn't kill anyone, isn't it?
But another Batman there was a guy called Archangel. He became one of the Batmans. Okay. He also started killing people.
Brilliant.
I can't remember which Robin became Nightwing. I think that might have been Dick Grayson, who was then the Hood. You know what? Fuck all this. I don't know enough about this. Someone's going to get annoyed.
Yeah, I don't follow comics at all. I don't know what's going on. I just watch Despicable Me and Robin the Hood in my spare time.
Maybe Batman sat in the corner as well.
Which one?
Just Bruce.
Just Bruce.
Thinking about his dead parents.
What else does he do? That's like one of his 2 character traits.
I'm rich and I've got their parents. That is it.
To my knowledge, that is just Batman. I really need to watch The Dark Knight. I've never actually seen it. I've never seen The Dark Knight. It's one of the ones I've avoided seeing for some reason.
Why would you avoid seeing it? Heath Ledger's Joker is amazing. We live in a society.
We do live in a society. But I haven't even... I'm really bad with movies. You know this. I'm really bad with movies. I haven't watched a lot.
Man, how can I link this back? This tangent is huge.
We've got so far off the fucking rails.
Oh, you know what the Joker's colours are?
What are the Joker's colours?
Purple and green.
Holy shit, there we go. What the segue?
The next song, Saint Purple and Green. I've done it. Saint Brown. Purple and green is brown.
Oh, it's not even good brown. It's just shit
If you
brown.
blended the Joker, you'd come with Brown Man. Sir Brown. Saint Brown. Oh, that was Saint Brown.
Saint Brown. Saint Purple and... Why is it called Saint Purple and Green, I wonder? Because we were talking about it and we were thinking it might be about dementia. Because she mentioned her nana.
Yeah, how she might be changing, but she's still there.
So it could be around like dementia or cancer or something. But then it just begs the question,
Yeah.
what does purple and green mean?
Well, it says in the lyrics, I hope you get to a place you've seen. I heard you talk about it. You called it purple and green. So that's a place.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't know. It could be anything. Mm-hmm. I don't really want to interpret it wrong.
Yeah.
Which is difficult because looking at the lyrics, it seems like quite a close song. But also at the same time, I'm quite happy to work it into the Tiny experience and take... Not the serious bit, the other bit, about one step after the other.
Here we go. Yep.
Yeah.
Where were you going with this? I forgot where you were going with this.
I was like, wow, what I had down is...
Oh, yeah, I
okay,
remember.
so hear me out.
I forgot.
You're expecting dessert. Well, Alice is. And the waiter walks in holding a dessert. And fucking walks past her. Gives it to my old man.
I hate it when that happens, man. It's in the music too, yeah.
Because the song starts off with this kind of beautiful, like, choir sounding overlay of the vocals, and then suddenly this heavy guitar riff comes in, which almost feels like the pang of anger as the waiter walks past.
It's like getting angry at the waiter for not having your food.
And then it kind of mellows out again. It's like one step after the other. So maybe the waiter comes back holding another plate of dessert, and Alice is kind of hoping that, urging, like, just like, come on, one step this way. Come on, I hope that's mine. Come on, it's got to be mine.
That's so stupid. You're taking a really sort of like sad song and just turned it into a, oh, am I gonna have dessert? Oh no.
Hey, I'm not even going to attempt to interpret the sad
that's
stuff.
fine. That's fine.
Just the final verse, which is the same lyric over and over again, one step after the other.
I've just written in my notes. I've just written down, excited as you see the dessert, but it's not for you. Sad face.
Sad face. I wrote that in words. Sad face. Sad face and then a sad face. Man, fucking dementia sucks though.
It
I
really
worked
does.
in a care home for a short stint, and yeah, it's difficult seeing people like that.
Mm-hmm.
It can be one of two ways. Sometimes you get people who are absolutely lovely and just look like they're having a great time all the time. There was this one lady who would just always be patrolling the corridors, and she'd always have the biggest grin on her face, throw her arms up when she'd see you, and just go, "Hey!" and just always seemed like she was having a great time. But it
Oh,
was just kind of sad that she never knew where she was or what she was doing. It's really difficult to watch,
yeah, no, it's
especially as some people you kind of see the deterioration of it.
yeah, it's like one of the hardest sort of things to watch somebody go through because you kind of just watch a person disappear almost.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, they kind of almost become an earlier version of themselves.
yeah,
I almost said primal, but it's not even that. It's, I don't know, a reduced version of a shell of it sometimes, which is really, really difficult to see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, our one of my grandmothers on my father's side that I wasn't particularly close with, but they had dementia. They were like 90 something.
90 is still a good age there.
Yeah, no, she lived for ages.
But
props to
yeah, I
her.
wouldn't wish dementia on anyone.
No.
Just that unknowingness.
Yeah,
It's,
and I'd always
really
hear stories
difficult.
when some relatives would go to visit, or there was one of our relatives always had to like take care of her and stuff, and it's always just so sad to just see somebody almost kind of just fade away. It's just a sad thing, and
Man, I want to get back to Mole Man and dumb shit.
yeah,
I don't like this. It's too depressing.
no, this isn't the right podcast.
I want to move on.
Yeah.
It's making me sad. What's the next song? I'm a sad boy now.
We're all
Sad boys.
deep down.
That would be the name of this episode. Sad boys. Sad face after it.
Written out as a word.
In words. Sad boys. Sad face. Followed by a sad face.
Next song is After the 0 Hour.
Yeah, let's put that
Let's
on.
chuck that on before we cry. So that was a really nice, relaxing follow-up to some of the chaos that we've had in this restaurant so far.
Yeah, definitely on a come down towards the end of this, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a nice progression of an album, and I really, really like it.
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely a trend.
Mm-hmm.
Just the kind of the slow down towards the end.
Yeah, just before the final song, which we'll get into later.
Yeah.
But
But now, like, yeah, this is definitely dessert.
oh yeah, absolutely. And I feel like it's something that's kind of like not too unfamiliar. It sounds oddly like comforting as a song, but it doesn't sound like entirely like familiar. But it does sound slightly comforting to me, at least. What do you think?
I was like, the only thing I can concentrate on right now in the song is there's one line where she's like, "I am curiosity, I am power," and all that makes me think about is there's this. I think they're a bit of a chain. They've got a few restaurants, but there's in America there's Cafe Gratitude,
Oh,
which is like a vegan place, and when you order your food, you have to, like, I think it's say something good about yourself or say one of these statements that to try and get you to feel like grateful and good about yourself, which just as a British person and hearing these stories of British people go over there, it just sounds really funny and awkward.
oh, it does.
So I feel like before the waiter gives Alice her food, he gives her this statement. It's like, read this out convincingly, and you get your dessert.
Holding your food hostage behind a barrier.
Yeah. So she got to do it.
Yeah, she has to.
Got to do it.
You know, everybody else in the restaurant did it if they wanted dessert, so
Yeah.
makes you any different.
Got Mole Man in the corner.
What did he say about himself, huh?
He was too miserable. He doesn't get dessert. He's too much of a sad boy. Sad boy, sad face.
What's up, boy? What about Batman? What did Batman say?
I'm curiosity. I am power. I'm Batman. He had no trouble.
He had it sorted from the beginning. He came prepared. Oh, fucking hell. Well, after that whole debacle, what kind of fucking dessert do you get from that, huh?
I don't know, it's still a bit of a mystery. You know, there's really fancy desserts you get that are like a chocolate dome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you got to crack into it before you know what it is.
Yeah.
It's one of those.
Oh, it's like a.
So you got to take a spoon to it, kind of smash it open with the back of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like a better version of a fucking Kinder Egg.
Yeah. Well, you don't get a toy in it, so no, it's not better.
True.
It's worse. Give me the plastic junk. Give me that.
Maybe it does have a toy inside of it. Can we just have a toy inside of it?
Good. What toy do you want in it?
I want a really shitty Batman toy. The Batman gets jealous.
He gets to eat it for free because he supplies the toys for the dessert. Or at least discounted.
But what's inside the chocolate other than toy, Louis?
Oh, no. You know what those domes remind me of?
Mm-hmm.
A really fancy version of like those tonic tea cakes you get.
Oh,
which,
yeah.
like
just filled with marshmallow.
A kind of... Not a damp biscuit, but like almost like a stale biscuit with marshmallow on top of it, covered in chocolate.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a fancy one of those. Aren't there jam versions of those?
Oh yeah, there are jam versions. There's
So it'll be like a
version.
jam version, but instead of jam, it's like a nice raspberry coolie acting as the blood for the Batman figure. Inside the fancy marshmallow and the buttery biscuit base.
See, like, the thing is, in my mind, I know that, like, this is, the size of a dessert, so it's kind of like, just bigger than the normal one. But every time I think about this, in my mind, this fucking tea cake is, like, the size of a large plate. Like, it's fucking huge.
That is far too much
I
marshmallow.
know.
Unless you're trying to hide a full-size Batman figure.
Batman's actually inside of it.
In my eyes, it was just like half a tennis ball sort of size, something manageable. Already had 4 courses, or 3.
Bear in mind, we have been shrunk down.
We have been shrunk down. So it is that size, but it appears to be the size of a volleyball or something.
Yeah, exactly. Because of fucking, oh my god, so it's just this huge fucking tea cake and a huge Batman that you get to take home when you go back to normal size after you leave.
Do they can you ask to get him upscaled to life size?
But then does he become
Take him home with you.
become filled with oxygen if that happens then? Does he become more brittle when he gets bigger?
He gets brittle. An emotionally fragile Batman.
He's already emotionally fragile. I feel like you're just bullying Batman now.
Yeah, fuck Batman.
Fuck Batman. He's a shit. He's not even a good superhero. He just has money. It's not
careful
cool.
where you tread, Matt. Careful where you tread.
Listen, alright. I can cut this out.
Alright, so is Iron Man. Iron Man is bad. He's just a rich toy boy.
At least his suit is cool. What's Batman? All he can is a boomerang and a grappling hook, and he can.
What's cooler?
And he can
red and gold Metal Man or stealthy Bat Boy.
At least Iron Man can actually fly. Batman can pretend fly. He just glides
Falling
everywhere.
with style.
Right.
Goddamn Tim Allen as Buzz Lightyear.
Is it
I
Tim
saw
Allen?
a picture earlier. Yeah, it's Tim Allen.
What?
I saw a picture earlier of Tim Allen's mugshot from 1978 when he got busted for having a pound of cocaine on him before his acting career.
Holy shit.
Tim Allen's also in the restaurant. Eating a pound of cocaine with a spoon.
Oh my god. Demonetized.
Anyway,
instantly.
next song. Visions of a Life. The final track.
That was Visions of a Life.
Ooh.
I love that ending song.
It's a good ender.
It really
it's
is.
like a really nice lead out.
Mm-hmm. It's one of those songs that feels like 3 songs in one.
Well, it's by far the longest song in the album
Yes.
because It's the only song in the album to break 5 minutes, and it's almost 8.
Yeah.
So it's a good 3 minutes longer than any other song.
I fucking love it. I love ending songs to albums that take a long time to close everything up. It kind of it's like the artist giving themselves time to sort of wrap up all of the musical ideas that they've had and stuff, and just kind of bring the energy right back down and end it nicely.
Yeah, I feel like Alice is definitely leaving the restaurant satisfied.
Oh, 100%.
As I am with this track.
She's very satisfied. However, there is a bit of a sinister undertone.
Yeah, there's a line in the song that says, "I'm not coming back." My brother was like, "Why is she not coming back? She had a great time." She's dying to dash. She has not paid.
She did a fucking runner. She's gone.
Yeah, she's fucking out of there. Taking advantage of the low amount of staff and the quiet Monday night.
Do you think she just took a bill, placed it on the sad mole man's table and left?
She's relying on Mole Man to simp for her and pay her bill.
Oh, what a twist!
Yeah, Alice is a dick.
Alice is a dick. To be fair, the vodka probably didn't help. She'll probably wake up tomorrow and go, "Oh fuck, I've done it again."
Yeah. Blame it on the booze.
Yeah. Then you don't have to face up to your own, problems as a human being, which is not something any of us have ever done before.
Alcohol doesn't make you fucking do anything. It's you that's the fucking idiot deep down.
Yeah.
Alice, deep down, is a fucking asshole.
Yep.
This small, independent restaurant producing some amazing food, and she doesn't even fucking pay.
I'm so upset with her. This journey we've had with her, I thought she was going through some stuff. And maybe she was, and still is. But wow, she needs to work on herself a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, we are not referencing any of the mad members of the band Wolf Alice. This is completely fictional.
Or Alice Cooper. Alice Cooper's great. This is the other side of the personality of Alice. Alice from Wonderland.
To be fair, Alice in Alice in Wonderland is a dick. Straight up. She just steals shit and is rude to everyone.
She does, doesn't she?
Yeah, and she just she sees things on the table and then eats it.
I guess it does say "eat me" on it. I'm pretty sure.
Some of them do, yeah, but then I'm pretty sure she just starts drinking random things, and she gets yelled at by one of the characters for just drinking things that she's not supposed to. Because I think at the beginning of the book she starts drinking things, and somebody comes in and goes, "Of course you don't just drink things on a table that say 'drink me, you idiot.'"
It's fucking entitled.
It's brilliant. Alice is a bit of a dick. In Alice in Wonderland. Great read, but very, very weird one. But I think with that, that's Wolf Alice's Visions of a Life done.
Yeah, good album. I like that album.
Yeah, so did I. Really nice, emotional album with lots of very
not a bad track. It's got some good kind of
yeah. It's just
some good feelings.
It's a solid fucking album.
It's quite heartfelt. It's quite wholesome.
And I'm definitely gonna be listening to some more Wolf Alice because, damn, this stuff is good.
Yeah, I recommended them to you a while ago.
Yeah,
but you didn't quite pick them up until now.
Yeah,
T had to.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you for listening. I've been Matt,
and you've been Louis.
So bad.
I can't just fade it out there and it's done.
Fade out all of this. Don't cut any of it. Just make it slowly quieter.
It just takes
the real lazy
takes
way.
fucking ever to end.